Hello everybody, I am back with another video and thank you guys for tuning in. My last video was a Q&A video and I hope that video helped some of you guys out. I have just been having a lot of questions about my conveyor dryer, which is an older conveyor dryer. I don't even think they sell these anymore. It's actually a pretty good one, but I've had all kinds of questions. So this video is going to be all about my conveyor dryer. So first I'm going to show it to you guys and we can get started. This has something attached to it. When the people that I purchased it from got it, but they felt to remove it. And right here you can see that's the name of it, The Starting Line by Hopkins. And it's kind of dusty on top, and you can see at the top it has the you could actually vent it. It looked like it was vented before so that the heat could be removed. As you come around to the side of it, you can see the information right here. There's some of the information about it, and you have the on and off switch, which the knob is missing, and this looks like it's been replaced. This could be an original knob, but I can't be 100% sure that it is. But my uncle, who is an electrician, he actually told me that he could replace this, and he showed me the part, but I never ordered the part. And you know, pretty much I keep it on the same setting. This controls the conveyor speed, the speed of the dryer. This turns on. On the inside there are different heating elements, and this has one on the side and one on the top, and the off button. So you can turn it, the one on the side on or the one on the top on. Right here, the heat, I am not exactly sure which setting is on, but all I know is it's at the correct setting for the correct speed that I need for my shirts to cure properly. So I'm going to go around to this other side and kind of show you guys what that looks like. And oh, when I got it, it actually had a black belt on it, but I ended up having to replace the belt because it was tearing. So you know, using these little knobs on the end of both sides, you can adjust that. But this one is a new one that I had replaced. And my dryer is actually 6 feet long. I'm gonna have to measure it, and I can give you the measurements of how tall it is and everything else. Okay, and as you guys probably see in many of my videos, that's my little box at the end that I catch the shirts in. And right here you can see the other end of the dryer, the two adjustment knobs, one on each side. And I have my fan right here to cool off my garments before they fall into the box. That comes in handy when you're printing polyester especially. And right over here, this actually had like a little fire extinguisher thing on here because it has heating elements in there. Instead of an infrared, it has like heating coils on the inside. So right here, I just use my heat gun, use this to hold my heat gun right there. And you can see on the side over there, it has coils on that side, and I'm gonna have to switch cameras to get a shot of the inside of it. But on the side right there, it has those same coils above it. Let me see. Well, right there you can kind of see the coils on the inside. And I'm actually going to turn it on for you guys so you can kind of see how everything works. And the way that I usually turn it off, because the on and off switch, you know, I can only turn off the heating element and I cannot turn off the actual heater. I always turn it off from the electric box, so I'm going to turn it on so you guys can kind of see how everything works. Okay, as you can see, the belt is moving. If you can see it, it's moving, but it's moving fairly slow. When I'm doing the videos, it's usually sped up, but you can see that the belt is moving, and it's moving fairly slow. Let me put something on here for you guys. You can kind of see how slow it moves. But this is actually how slow it moves. when I make the videos, I have to fast forward it, or it will take forever just to watch a shirt go through the dryer. But you see how slow it moves. And right now the heating element is not on, but I'm gonna flip it on. I'm gonna flip the top one on so you guys can kind of take a look inside of it. And it is a pretty hot day today, but I'm gonna turn it on for you guys. I can sweat a little bit, and if I leave it on long enough, that the element will eventually turn red. Let me see if I can try to get it to turn red for you guys on camera. But yeah, it's moving pretty slow. That shirt is just now reaching the other end. And I tell you what, while that's going on, before it actually turns red, I'm going to get my tape measure. And I'm going to measure it for you guys. This is a measurement of the box right here. And it's like, right here you can kind of see 2 feet and 1 inch right there. Okay, and this way it's about 2 foot and 3 inches. You can see right there. I'm gonna measure from one end to the other end. Hopefully I can reach that end and measure it. Measuring from one end to the other end. It's actually not 6 foot. For some reason I was thinking it's 6 foot. It's 5 foot and 1 inch, which makes the actual conveyor belt, which means it's about 60 inches long or 5 feet long. I was wrong. I'm actually a foot taller than my conveyor dryer, because I'm 6 foot and it's 5 foot. So that's the measurements of it. Okay, and let me check this heating element and see if it has turned red. Okay. Now if you guys can see right there, it is now red. And because I don't want to be drenched in sweat, I'm going to turn this off, turn the element off, and I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to put something on here and show you guys how slow. You can see how slow it's moving. And when I come over here and I increase the speed of the belt, it can move pretty fast. You see it speeds it up. I'm not speeding it up. It's going slow. That's it. Stopped. It's not moving at all. I can get it. It's going slow. And the video is not sped up. You can see that it'll actually go that fast. So, and it's a reason. And the reason why I'm showing you guys that is because I had quite a few questions, and I'm going to get to the questions in a few minutes that I've had about my dryer. It's a starting line conveyor dryer. It's 5 foot long. It's by Hopkins, and I don't believe they make them anymore. I purchased it for $300 used from someone who bought a storage unit that had it in there. So I actually saw one other person on YouTube, and I commented on their video a while back that we had the same dryer, but I don't remember who that person was. Maybe I can find them. If I do, I will post it so that you can kind of see theirs in action too. But I'm gonna get to answering a few questions now. To start things off, before I actually get to answering your questions, a conveyor dryer is not necessarily a necessity to begin printing t-shirts. You can print t-shirts without a conveyor dryer. I started off water-based. I use my heat press to cure my ink, and you know, it's a big help. It speeds things up. It's just a good idea to have one, but it is not actually a necessity, and they are pretty expensive. The cheaper ones I've seen, or maybe if you're buying them new, maybe 15 to 17, somewhere off in there, and they have the heating coil instead of the heating element. It's not an infrared. It's like what you would see inside a regular electric oven. So with that being said, I'm gonna find some of these questions and answer them for y'all. First question is gonna be from Andy the Truth, and it says, what conveyor is that? Like I said before, it's a used conveyor dryer. I don't actually think they make them anymore, but it is it's called a starting line by Hopkins, or at least that's what the stickers on it say. So I take it that the name of it is the starting line conveyor dryer by Hopkins. This question is from Solar Winds, and they come in it. TshirtChick, how long does it take for a shirt to pass through underneath your dryer, and what temperature do you have your dryer set to? I'm not exactly sure what temperature the dryer is set on or how long it takes it to pass through, and that's not really something that you have to know in order to get your shirts to cure properly. But what I do know is it gets up to 350 or 40 degrees. Once it's in the 340s, that's when I take my shirt through to cure them, because your shirts cure at the temperature of 320 degrees. So the way that I do with that conveyor dryer is I make sure that when the shirt comes through, that it's going at a slow enough speed and that the temperature is high enough so that by the time it reaches the end of it, that all the ink has reached 320 degrees Fahrenheit. Because if it does not, then once you wash the shirt, the ink will begin cracking and wash out. So I can't really answer that question for you, and I'm sorry. Maybe I'll do another video on a day that I'm printing and I can time it and see. But basically all you need to do is make sure that your shirt, the ink in your shirt, reaches the correct temperature. So I like to heat my oven up above 320 degrees to ensure that the shirts reach the correct temperature. And I have shirts that I have had for years and they have not washed out. Therefore I know that I am printing using the correct temperature and speed. So I hope this helps you, because I couldn't really give a definite answer to your question, but I hope this helps you. Imagination Apparel come in it. With the short tunnel on your conveyor dryer, have you encountered difficulty getting consistent full curing of the t-shirts? The answer is no. And to answer that question in more detail, take the answer from before. It doesn't matter how short your conveyor dryer is. I think it could possibly matter if it was super short, but really the most important thing to remember is to get your ink up to the correct temperature. And you can slow the belt down as slow as you need it to go, and make sure that there's no airflow flowing inside your conveyor dryer. So if you have fans or air conditioners on or whatever, just make sure that the air is not flowing towards your conveyor dryer, and you shouldn't have any problems. But the main thing is the temperature. The ink has to reach 320 degrees or it will wash out, because it will not be fully cured. So I hope that answers your question. I have had this conveyor dryer for several years now, and I have had issues when I first started, before I knew exactly what I was doing with the dryer. But basically, if you follow the 320 rule, and before I ever sell a shirt to the customer, I have to test it out and make sure, in the beginning when you first start, you may have to do that and make sure that things are right, because you don't want to sell something to someone that's not a good product and then have people speaking badly about your business. You want your business to grow, but if you have customers who have bad experiences, they will tell others, and it will make problems for your business if you're trying to grow it. Okay, and as I'm scrolling down, I don't see any more comments about my conveyor dryer, but I did notice I was getting quite a few questions, so I wanted to be sure to get this video out for you guys. I hope I was able to help you guys with this video, and thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because I post new videos each week. If you would like to know more information about equipment and supplies that I use to make t-shirts, be sure to check the description box below. And if you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them below. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Give me a reason.
reasons to doubt, try to keep me down, but I'll put the flame out. You can't get to me. Throw your sticks and your stones, go break all of my bones.